pull. Have you ever looked at an old photograph and felt a chill run down your spine? A feeling that there's more to the image than meets the eye. Today, we're delving into a story that will make you question every vintage photo you see. Tease. The tale of a mysterious photographer from the early 20th century. A man whose lens seemed to have a terrifying, uncanny ability to capture not just a moment, but a premonition of death itself. We've all seen them, those sepia-toned portraits and faded landscapes. But the collection we're about to explore is different. These photographs, discovered in a dusty attic in an old Victorian home, share a disturbing commonality. In the background of each seemingly ordinary scene, a family picnic, a bustling city street, a quiet wedding portrait, lurks a shadowy, indistinct figure. A figure that no one present at the time ever recalled seeing. At first glance, you might dismiss it. A smudge on the lens, a trick of the light, a double exposure. But as historians began to investigate the subjects of these photos, a horrifying pattern emerged. The smiling child at the picnic. He tragically fell ill and passed away just days after the photo was taken. The joyful couple on their wedding day, their carriage, met with a disastrous accident on their way home from the reception. The man tipping his hat on the street corner, he was the victim of a shocking and unsolved crime the very next morning. Every single photograph was a prelude to tragedy. It was as if this enigmatic photographer wasn't just capturing a memory, but was inadvertently documenting the final moments of a person's life. The constant in every image is that same spectral figure, always there, just on the edge of perception. Sometimes it's a tall, slender silhouette, half hidden by a tree. Other times, it's a blurry face in a distant window, almost lost in the shadows. It never interacts. It never moves closer. It simply watches. As we analyzed these images, the whispers began. Not just figurative whispers of legend, but literal, faint whispers, allegedly captured on old audio recordings found with the photos. The recordings are mostly static, but when filtered and cleaned, you can hear what sounds like a faint, sibilant voice, uttering fragments of names and dates that chillingly correspond with the tragedy's day. It's as if the very air around the photographer was charged with a foreboding energy, an energy his equipment somehow managed to record. To get a clearer view, we've used modern AI enhancement technology to sharpen these century-old images. What we found is unsettling. The enhancement doesn't reveal a clear face or distinct features on the mysterious figure. Instead, it deepens the void. The form becomes darker, more defined in its shapelessness, a true personification of a shadow. It's not a person hiding in the background. It's something else entirely, an entity that defies explanation and seems to exist just outside our reality. So who was this photographer? Records are scarce. He was known only by a single initial M, etched onto the bottom of his camera case, who moved from town to town, a quiet, solitary man who rarely spoke. People who remembered him said he had an intensity in his eyes, a haunted look, as if he saw the world differently than the rest of us. They said his presence was often accompanied by an unexplainable coldness in the air. Was he a harbinger of doom, cursed to document the final moments of the unfortunate, or was he trying to warn them, using his art to capture the unseeable threat that followed them? We may never know the truth. Because one day, after taking a photograph of a lone fisherman by a lake, a photo which also contains the shadowy figure by the water's edge and precedes the fisherman's mysterious drowning, the photographer M vanished. All that was left behind in his rented room was his entire collection of chilling photographs and an empty box. He disappeared. With his camera. Thank you so much for joining me on this dive into the unknown. What do you think this photographer was capturing? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoy mysteries like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more strange stories. Stay curious and stay safe.